It's not just Virginia getting snow. North Carolina has also picked up a few inches over the last 12 hours. NCDOT crews have been working around the clock to clear the roads in Elizabeth City. And that is where we find Brianna Fallon. Now, Brianna, you've been monitoring conditions all night. Are things starting to slow down out there at all?
So they were starting to slow down. It's been pretty consistent for the past hour, but recently it started to pick back up. But we're moving away from that sleet back to some heavy snow. So I actually, it's never too early to have some fun in the snow. Even I made my own little miniature snowman right here. But moving on to the roads. So right now, the roads are still pretty covered. There have been a few plows going through, but still pretty dangerous and slippery out there. So there is a pretty thick coating of snow and even slush still on those roads. And even with the current road conditions, we've seen quite a few drivers. As you can see, there's some right over that traffic light right there throughout the day. So if you are out on the roads, take precautions, especially as the snow starts to freeze tonight. If you're out on the roads, now would be a good time to either stay warm inside or take a walk in the Wonderland.
I am excited about the snow. I have all this winter gear that I never get the chance to wear. So when it snows, I come out and take a walk, get me a little pizza, some snacks, and just have a good time.
Yeah, and I personally still have some more work to put into my tiny snowman, so I will be back within the half hour to talk more about exactly how much snow has fallen here so far tonight. Live in Elizabeth City, Brianna Fallon, 13 News Now.
All right, thank you. It's the effort that counts. So we appreciate it. All right, Virginia State Police is also urging drivers to stay off the roads overnight. In the last 24 hours, troopers have responded to more than 175 crashes across the region. 9 people have been hurt. State police say most of the crashes have involved motorists spinning out and losing control, like this incident on Interstate 64 near Indian River Road tonight. And in Suffolk, 2 people were rescued from a crash on East Washington Street this afternoon. Both people inside that car were helped out of the water by first responders. Wow. And the cause of that crash is under investigation. Well, the Virginia Department of Transportation has been busy trying to keep roads as clear as possible. Crews started pre-treating interstates earlier this week. And I'm joined now by Brittany McBride with VDOT. Thank you so much, Brittany, for taking some time to speak with us. How would you describe conditions on the interstates right now?
So right now we're seeing interstates in moderate conditions. So that means there's still snow on the majority of the roadway, but passable with caution. However, conditions are still hazardous. So we're still telling everybody avoid travel, stay inside, stay put. And our crews are out actively working, treating the roadways, pushing snow. And as long as we keep having these high rates of snowfall ongoing, it's going to be an ongoing battle until the snowfall concludes. But we have our crews out there working around the clock.
All right, so they are working around the clock. What are some of the biggest issues that you're seeing? I mean, are they spinouts, people losing control, driving too fast? How would you describe that?
Yeah, so I would say the issue is just being on the roads in general right now. It's extremely hazardous conditions and visibility issues. It's slick conditions, people not driving for these conditions. So you really, if travel is absolutely essential, you need to slow down, keep space between you and other vehicles. And also our big point right now tonight too with all our crews out there is don't crowd the plow. So making sure you're giving them plenty of space to work, don't try to pass a plow, and stay out of their blind spots.
So tomorrow morning, for people who have to go to work, let's say around 7, 8, 9 o'clock, you're going to be out all night long. How much progress do you think you'll be able to make in that amount of time? Do you think the interstates that will be mainly clear, or how would you describe that?
Well, we're going to have our crews out there through the night. It's, I think, also dependent on when the snowfall is going to conclude is when we can really do or hit the cleanup operations hard. But it's going to be an ongoing battle, and I believe they're going to be better by the morning rush hour. But still, make sure you're monitoring our 511 and also your local news, and just making sure that the conditions have improved. And we'll continue to send out updates as well as the night goes on that you can also check.
All right, thank you so much, Brittany. We certainly appreciate it.
And now to a heads up if you rely on public transportation. Hampton Roads Transit is suspending service until at least Friday because of the storm. That means the light rail buses and ferries will not run at all tomorrow.